Is Baltimore ugly city? Nah, I don't think Baltimore ugly city at all. Not at all. There's bad things that happen here, but it's a beautiful city to me. I lived here all my life.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that Baltimore is an ugly city. I think that it has its good and its bad. You know, it has good parts and bad parts.
Just going to out in Baltimore County, and it looks beautiful. Like it looks like Pennsylvania or Virginia or something like that for real. So, I mean, honestly, like, so I'm gonna say, like, I'll wrap it up as no, Baltimore is not an ugly city.
I am Marvin Ferguson Jr., head mechanic and owner of B&MTuning. Started working on cars on the street. Like, I would basically have customers and friends that needed stuff done, and I'll start scheduling it like a real business. That's the way I would practice. So what I did was, once my clientele got steady, I had basically linked up with my father, a good friend, Mr. Earl, and he said, hey, I'm opening up the wheel deal. You know, I'm opening up that side over there. I want to, you know, get a mechanic in there. You can rent that space from me, you know what I mean? And they had been closed for a while, so I said, sure, you know what I mean? I just jumped on it. So from then, it was about a year ago, I had my own space in there, you know what I mean? I had my own shop. I was just so amazed. It didn't even kick in till like I fixed the first like 5 cars in my own shop. I was just sitting here like, man, I don't answer to nobody. This is kind of weird. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like, yeah, I'm the man. I'm ready to rock and roll. It was just like, this is weird. I finally made it. So, but you just like, what's next? So that's when had to get more equipment, much bigger space. Had to fix this place up. It wasn't really nothing. It wasn't no paint. It wasn't nothing. I had to get the place looking nice. You know what I mean? Enough. At least it was always a nice space, but it needed to be presentable for the customers. You know what I mean?
I feel like he really wanted to have a shop, and he did everything he could do in his power to get it, and he did it. And it made me feel good because a lot of young guys get caught up in the streets and stuff like that, and he didn't go that route. So that made me feel real proud of him.
So from there, get back on topic, I opened up the shop. I was working in there, but then clientele really started building up. I had my old clientele, plus Instagram, plus Facebook, plus my family and friends. Then the wheel deal has its own reputation, so those clients come. Then I'm in the racing, I got those people coming now. And then it's like, all right, I need somebody else. So that's when Mr. came into the situation. He had already been working on cars just like me.
Yeah.
Once we fix the exhaust leak and tune it up, you won't hear all that other engine noise. B&M stands for Brianna and Marvin. The B is for Brianna, and M comes second for Marvin. You know what I mean? Brianna, she the rock behind everything I do. She takes care of my kids, you know what I mean? She holds it down, you know what I mean? I remember when I first wanted to work on cars, I was just working a job. I was a security guard. And I was like, man, I'm good working on cars. My security job ain't really, it's paying the bills, but it ain't getting us cars. It ain't getting us money in the bank. So I'm about to start working on cars on the side, like I was already doing. I was always working on cars on the side for my mom's friends and, you know, my friends, but I was only charging people like $20 for a tune-up or $80 for a whole brake job. You know what I mean? It was just something to do. And I was like, man, people go other places and get $400 or $500 out of the deal. You know what I mean? So she was like, I'm gonna make you some business cards. And she made me some business cards because she does graphic design. She was actually still going to school at that time. She was going to York school, I think it was York College of PA or something like that. And you know, she made me my first business cards. Back then it was MySpace. So she had my MySpace jumping.
I have known Marvin for 7 years. I met him in his Mustang. He definitely made it clear of his passion and his dreams within days of me knowing him. Cars, the love for speed seeps through his pores. Anybody who knows him knows exactly what he wants to do, knows that this is definitely all that he's wanted to do. And it's never been a question that this has always been his passion.
And from there, you know, I said, you know what, when I open up my first shop, because she always feel left out because she can't work on cars and stuff, I said I'm going to name it B&M, Brianna and Marvin Tuning. So any of my first close friends and family, they know what the B&M already stands for, you know what I mean? And that was just my token appreciation to show her, even though I'm not a really emotional person, I can't really show her, but, you know, I said I'm going to have a place where people can ride past and see B&MTuning. So that's where it came from. It's like an older car. Like my Mustang, it's easy as hell to work on logically, but it's hard as shit because all the bolts are rusted.
Right.
That car hasn't been, it was made in 1991. You know what I mean?
Right.
What year is it now? 2015.
Right.
That's a long time for bolts to be in. Heat.
Yeah.
Pull stuff in. You know what I mean?
Right.
Versus if I'm working on a 2012, 2013, 14, 15, bolts come right out. You know what I mean? It's just been put together.
So is that
Stuff isn't breaking as you're taking it out. Like sometimes you can take a bolt out and the hinge snap straight off.
Right.
Boom. Now you got to tap that out. That's going to take you. That's to change your whole day. Now you're working on one screw for a whole day. You know what I mean?
Let's see my shit, cause I heard that. It's all keep my shit.
A normal day for B&MTuning starts the day before. Maybe the week before. You line up what jobs you have still left in the shop. What customers paid and what customers didn't pay. What parts you can get, what parts you can't get that day. You know what I mean? I come into the shop, I get there early to open up, and then Mr. comes in around about 11 or 12 because he sleeps late. We call it 2 shifts. I got the morning shifts and he night shift. So, but we leave at the same time. So, we come in, basically, we line up all of, you know, what we got to do that day. Sometimes it's what we feel like doing, it's like, nah. Nah. We line up what we can do, like I said the first time, and we basically try to get the cars out as efficient as we can and working right so they don't return. You know what I mean? Sometimes we have issues with faulty parts. We may have an issue with something we just can't fix at that time. But we try to get it out as fast as we can.
The same old, just like any other business. People come in, drop the cars off, give us their money, and we work on them. Yeah, so it's just like, I mean, we work on cars, we get them in and out, most likely. I mean, it do be stressful because people want their cars straight right back for some reason, and they would have done it for the cheapest price possible. So, I mean, that's the only, I can say, downfall about being a mechanic and working at this little location or whatever. I mean, it's cool though, like I love it. I swear I've never been this happy to work in my life. Like I can say that for sure. Like, cause it's like something I'm working for is my own, like versus me just working and just giving all my money to some random dude working for the company to get better and they just throw you away. Like it had happened to me. So now that's gonna be it. Yeah, so
I could go to the shop for a week and not get paid and I'm not depressed because I know I'm making a difference, you know what I mean? I'm doing something that I love to do. It's a place for people to go It's a place for people to talk about their problems and good times, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like a barbershop, but better. Because it's cars there, you know what I mean? Like, all my friends, when they get off of work, I can tell they can't wait to get them to the shop, you know what I mean? Like, what we doing next? What bikes out there? It's excitement. What cars out there? What happened? So we can make or break a person's day or week. Their car's broke, they can't get to work, you know what I mean? I have customers that come to me and Marvin, I really don't have money to get this done, and I'll show them a cheaper route to go and still have their car running. Or I'll say, look, get your parts. Give me half the labor, pay me when you can, or just look out for me the next time you need me. You know, I try to help people out as much as I can. So a mechanic is more than just a mechanic, especially a good one. You know, you listen to people's problems all the time. You not only fix their car, you gain a relationship with people, you know what I mean? And they trust you. So it's not all about the money for me and Mister. If it was all about the money, then we wouldn't be working on cars. Not dealing with the public. It's more so we like what we're doing. We love cars. We love fixing stuff. Me personally, I like doing something where I can see results. Like, it's probably like somebody who paints or fixes a house. At the end, they can step back, forget the money, and say, I did that, you know what I mean? Or I can see it working, you know what I mean? So that's what it is for me.
This is WJZ-TV.
In northwest Baltimore, hundreds of dirt bikers take to the streets, riding erratically up and down the roads. WJZ is live along Reisterstown Road. Amy Yancey with more on the dozens of officers called to assess the situation that's still developing right now. Amy?
Well, Tracy, the group is definitely shrinking since we've been out here, but there are still dozens of dirt bikes in the area, as well as plenty of spectators. Right now, they're riding around the intersection. Others are hunkering down at the BP gas station that you're looking at now. At one point, police were forced to call for reinforcements. They say it's a constant problem and it's only getting worse.
The younger crowd, they love to be here. They love to support, you know, the Wheel Deal, which is what my business, you know, this building used to be known as Wheel Deal, but it's, you know, my shop is B&MTuning. To the older crowd, they don't like to come get their car fixed because they watch the news, they see nothing but the negative side of it, and older crowd really don't feel safe around dirt bikes and stuff like that. As far as me, I totally don't see it affecting my business at all because, you know, when it comes to kids on those dirt bikes, it's the only way that it's the only outlet that they have right about now. You know, Baltimore really doesn't have many recreation centers. You know, a lot of families are broken up. You know, it's not too many mom and dad families. So a dirt bike to some kids in the city is everything. You know, me growing up, I love dirt bikes, motorcycles, anything with an engine. And a lot of those kids that ride dirt bikes, they love cars and anything with an engine too. So, you know, I just channeled minds into a positive way. I said, you know, I don't want to be locked up. I don't want to be in trouble. So I'm going to pick up a tool, learn how to fix them at the same time. I'm going to race them. I mean, you know, I'm into racing all the way around the board, you know. When it comes to those kids with the dirt bikes, like, I feel them. Like, I understand riding on the street is wrong and all that type of stuff, but it's an outlet, you know. A lot of kids come up in poverty in the city, their families broken up, so when they jump on their dirt bike, man, they free. They free from all the stress, all the drama, you know, bills, just stuff that a kid can actually be a kid at that time. And there's a lot of grown-ups on them bikes they're a big kid again, because when I get on them, I feel like a big kid again, you know what I mean? My mom couldn't afford to get me a dirt bike when I was little, so I get them now, and I'm just like, super fun, you know what I mean? Dirt bikes are fun. But when it comes to me with cars, when I race cars, I feel like how they feel on a dirt bike. Like, I'm free. Like, I don't think about drama. I don't think about bills. I don't think about, you know, anything negative. It's just what I'm doing at that time. And sometimes people got to get into that mode and, you know, be free. So that's how I feel about dirt bikes and my business.
trying to start this bitch.
Ride this bitch over to the grass. I'm about to ride this over to the grass. My ultimate goal is to transform B&MTuning from an auto repair shop to a tuning shop, like meaning straight race cars. Like I'm working on rebuilding motors, we putting in turbo kits, you know, superchargers, machine work, dynos, stuff like that, the fun stuff, the big money stuff, you know. Not so much of the headache stuff, blown head gaskets, broken alternators, working on a 1998 Tercel. I want to work on another Mustang, so after I get to fix it, I get to drive it, you know what I mean? I want to work on Corvettes, I want to work on raced out Hondas, I want to work on the fun stuff. And you know, Baltimore City don't have no speed shops that I know of, you know what I mean? You gotta go to Glen Burnie, you gotta go to Pasadena, you gotta go, you know what I mean, the city, you know what I mean? We well due for a speed shop, you know what I mean? And not only a place where you can buy parts, a place you can have them installed, you know what I mean? You always got rim shops in Baltimore City. We need some tune shops, you know what I mean? So we can have fun. We don't have to go far out to get our car tuned, you know what I mean? So that's one of my ultimate goals. And to have more than one, a chain of B&MTunings. I want to start from this here. Everybody know me. Hey man, when we was at the wheel deal, I want to have 4 or 5 more of these all around the city, all in the county. You know what I mean? The next one I want to open up, which I'm really trying to work on that now, is I want it to be in the county. You know what I mean? So I can get more broad with it. You know what I mean? It's not just me. I want to hire other people. I want to create jobs. You know what I mean? I want to help people. So, you know, if you ask any of my customers, I help all the time. I try to keep my prices low. I try to do the best work I can do. So yeah, my ultimate goal is not only to help people, but to open up a chain of B&Ms and it to be a tune shop. You know what I mean? Tuning race cars. So we already into that a little bit, but we really don't. We're not all the way there. We don't have the funding for that. You know what I mean? We getting it together. So yeah, that's some of my goals for the shop. This the tech line. Like say if I was racing my car, I would have pulled out a board in there and checked under my hood. Only reason why I didn't run my car today because I gotta get a battery tied down. I had one. Check my car right there. Asked me if I want to run no time, make you fill out the paperwork. At the door you'd have to pay a little bit more. Then from there, you came down and got the staging lanes. Because you have to either run no time or run your time.
your man.
Oh my gosh, go!
Watch this. I'm thinking on the track. That driver side coming up. He on the two-step. Go home. Hey, somebody went home. Hey, somebody went home.
Testing. System ready.
Yeah, they call some.